Yeah, right up there. Obviously, the biggest crowd I've played in front of. Massive stage. So it's probably one of the better feelings I've had in football. It's been up and down year for us. We've had some good wins and some pretty disappointing losses. So to get the opportunity to play finals and to play against a really good side in Richmond and to play the way we played, we get enormous belief out of that. And I think we're slowly starting to get some respect, and it's all about going forward now and trying to get some respect off a great side in Sydney. Oh, not really. It's probably we're playing some pretty average footy against Port Adelaide. As you see on the weekend, they're a pretty good side, Port Adelaide. So we got tested at half time by Mick, and to the boys' credit, really responded from there. And we knew, although being down by, I think it was 26 points against Richmond yesterday, that we could come back from there and slowly chipping away. And the boys did that. It was 2 weeks in a row where we've probably had our backs against the wall and responded really well. It's been up and down year for myself, and when you're not performing as well as what you'd like, you've got to probably get back to the basics. In the last couple of weeks, probably when our backs have been against the wall, and probably myself as well, it's when you really want to stand up. So I've been pretty happy with the way I've sort of responded in the last couple of weeks, but it's only 2 games, and finals footy is where you step up as an individual, and we've had quite a few performances like that from a lot of the boys over the last couple of weeks, which some of the guys can be really proud of. Yeah, well, he's a champion of the game, Juddy, and to have 3 weeks off, and he was probably a little bit quiet in the first half, and I think he came out and had 10 or 11 possessions in that third quarter, and got us right up and about. So it's always handy playing alongside Chris Judd. I don't know. You'd have to ask Chris that. He looked pretty good to me out there yesterday. So if you can play like that every week, I'd be pretty happy. He's put up pretty well. He's walking around fine at the moment. So the next 24 to 48 hours, everyone's got to try and recover as best as we can. Obviously, it's a 6-day break, so get everyone doing the right things by their body and get back to training on Wednesday, probably our main session. So he's fine. Yeah, you can never really write off Sydney. They're obviously the reigning premiers, and they're a great side with a lot of great players. So we're looking forward to the opportunity to test ourselves against the best, and that's the way we're approaching it. I wasn't playing out there, but I think the boys. I think we, from memory, didn't start off well again, and fought back really well and got within a kick or so, and then I think they ended up winning by 3 goals. If the conditions are the same, we can probably look back at that game and see what we can work on. But I think they'll be pretty fired up to respond from last week.
Yeah, it means a lot. I think the back six, we sort of team within a team. The back six, we love spending time together, and it's been a good year to have Jammer out there all year, and Simo down there now has been fantastic, and Walks got a really good mix down there, and it's going well. Yeah, definitely. Just like forwards, same sort of thing. How they run together, it's sort of the same thing. To cover for each other, you just know how each other's going to play. So yeah, it's definitely helped. I couldn't really talk you through it. I think if I was sort of thinking through it at the time, I probably wouldn't have done it. I just happy it stuck, and it was good.
Yeah. Like boys calling you Leo Barry or anything? Or?
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, the big fella was having some Subway, I think 45 minutes before the game. But obviously Brock didn't feel right, and to see Nick come in and play the way he played, he's a great leader around the club, and he just worked so hard over the whole year and hasn't been getting a game, but he's still kept his head up, and he's changed the way he's been training and done some work on his forward movement and his patterns running wise. So to see him get the rewards that he did yesterday was great. Not sure with Mitch, but obviously a little bit of a brain fade. I'm not sure he knew the rules, but I think he does now. Yeah, I knew the rule.
Yeah, no. I knew the rule. I had a fair understanding of it. I wouldn't have done it, but I had fair understanding.
I think we all learn from that now. Oh, there's a few people, but Yeah, at the club, obviously Robbie Wiley and Mick have been great support this year. So yeah, we've had our ups and downs, and as you said, probably when things aren't going well, Bryce and I seem to cover a bit of it, but that's fair enough. As good players, you need to be playing well every week for the club, and when your performance isn't good enough, it's fair enough that you get criticised. So I think Bryce can be pretty happy with his performance over the last couple of weeks, and he's really stood up for us as a leader around the club as well. And it's when you want your good players playing well, it's finals time. I talked to him a little bit about footy. Obviously, he's been involved with footy for quite a while. So have a chat to him, and also Mick and Robbie. So three pretty important people that I can call upon. It's been a challenge, but it's something I've really enjoyed, and I'm a pretty competitive person. So it's been challenging, but I've really enjoyed it, and I've had great support from a lot of the other guys at the club. And I suppose the last 2 weeks have starting to see some reward for some hard work. Obviously Adam's one of the champions of the game, so if he comes back in, we'll have to keep a close eye on him. But Sydney have got a lot of really quality players, so we'll have to try and nullify their performances out there this weekend. Personally, I've got no idea. I think Brock was just a little bit tight and didn't want to risk himself going into the game and letting the team down. So it was a really good effort by him to say he wasn't right. So I suppose he'll work that out with the doctors and physios this week and try and train again on Wednesday. It's a different sort of a shape of a ground, and I don't think they play it there too often, but they obviously play it there a little bit more than us. But it's another game of footy and another ground. So we're pretty excited about the challenge anyway going forward. He's probably the heart and soul of the club. He's a great player to play alongside, and to play as much footy as what he has, and I think he's only missed one game, and I don't know how long, 9 or 10 years or whatever it is. He's so durable and puts his body on the line week in, week out. So hopefully we can get a win for the club, obviously, but for his 200th as well.
Yeah, undaunted probably isn't the word. I think they're a great team, Sydney, and we've got to go up there and play our best footy. I think we love to travel. Travelling doesn't bring any sort of added pressure to us, so we're just looking forward to it and looking forward to getting out there in another final.